Good morning, and welcome here to my 100-day project. If you don't know what the 100-day project is, find the playlist here below, find day 1, and there I will explain everything about it. I don't think I will use much time to talk about it now because I am already into week 13, and it is day 85 to 91 I will be making in this video here today. But shortly, my substrate, heavy watercolor paper, 10 by 10 centimeters, and I had chosen to make all my collages for this 100 days here in earth colors tones and with a little dab of turquoise and a special paper of some kind. And for each week I choose 5 papers. I did in the beginning, chose 5 papers and a special paper, and then I carried 2 of them over to the next week, so there will be a certain cohesion all the way through this 100 days. So hopefully they would look nice together, all of them, when I'm done. And right now they are sitting here on a safety pin, and you can see I only missed this week and next week and plus 2 days, and they can be there. But I will take a picture of all of them then when I'm done. So by the way, my name is Lisbeth. I'm Danish, so pardon my bumpy English, but you can see what I'm doing. And what else do I want to say? Look at the playlist. There are lots of different things I'm doing, so perhaps you can find something else that interests you. But not enough of me talking, and let us start with day 85. These are the papers I want to use, and I have these 2 papers from last week. I have carried over from last week, and then I have chosen this turquoise one, who is jelly print and also jelly prints. And for the special paper I have chosen this, and I really don't know if I like it very much. So I think I try to also to do things a little different besides the papers every week. And sometimes all the collages the week had crosses in them, and some had circles in them, and other times they had this and that. But I think I will cut up some thin stripes, long stripes, and see if I can put these long stripes in my collages. And I have also been thinking about, I don't know if I can keep it, because I always tear my papers, but perhaps I this time should try to cut my papers with a scissor so all the lines or edges will be straight. But on the other hand, maybe it's for another day to do that, because then this week will look totally different than all the other ones. So no, I think I will tear my papers except this one here. I think I will cut some long thin stripes, and I won't measure or anything. I will just cut them. So here for a start I have these papers. Yeah, I can always cut more. And then we'll find a substrate, and here's one, and I think I will bring you in a little closer here, like that, there. So why not start with some of the papers that are already small pieces of here. And the turquoise one, I wonder, is Perhaps I have a lot of paint on this paper. It is quite rough, but I like the color. So perhaps I will just tear some bits up. And see. It is easier to have some smaller bits than sitting with big piece and decide what to do. For me it is easier that way. So it's quite bling blingy, this paper here. Perhaps a piece of this paper here, like this. Yeah, I think that looks quite nice. And I think I would, I don't know if I will put this there or let it go over. I think I perhaps will start. Oh, I can see I'm not in frame here. I think I will glue this paper down first, and then we can see how it looks, and then I can decide where I want to put my special paper. But this is the last one, and the second, and this, and these two here. So, but you have seen me gluing so many times, so I just used my ordinary glue stick, and I use a good amount of it. So, and I have a book here beside me, a notebook where I can put glue on my papers, so I don't get glue on my substrate or anywhere else I don't want it. Cut a little of this off. There. Put that on there. And then a little of that one. There. And then this turquoise one here. And you can see different widths. Here again, that is the nicest thing. So when you're doing it like I am, if you're one who are into geometry or have another way of doing it, perhaps there you can say you want your pieces to be same size or same length or same shape. But for me, I think it is more exciting if there's contrast. You can have contrast color-wise. You can have contrast in different shapes. You can have contrast in the sizes of the shapes. There are many ways to achieve contrast in your work. And for collages, I think it is nice there are contrasts. So see, I have not been good here, so put it on there. So you could choose to put it this way. I could perhaps put it this way, and I put it where these two pieces are meeting. And if I have thought about it, I would have made that piece smaller, because then I could put that over there, and I like it more to one of the sides than too close to the middle. So yeah, I would never do that, but perhaps you would. I think I would go for it there. It is quite like a little landscape, I think, perhaps. So, and that's okay if you see that. Yeah. And cut the edges clean here. And away with all these small things. They are too small for me even to save, so they will just go in my bin. And then you can see if you'd like it another way. Now it doesn't look like a landscape anymore. But I think I like it this way here. So I will write here on the back, week 13, and it is day 85, and it is the 18th of May 2025. And on with my lid so it won't dry out till tomorrow, because I just leave my table as it is here. So I'm ready for tomorrow. And then of course perhaps some black lines. I have bought a new one instead of my Stabilo oil. It is the Derwent Inktense Black Dark. So I will see if that works as well as my Stabilo does. It is I can buy them single here in Denmark, and not a whole box with all kinds of colors, even though I had treated myself very nice. I have bought a box of these with hundreds in, and I'm color swatching them right now, and I'm so looking forward to using them, because I can also use them on fabric. But I can't buy the Stabilos here in Denmark as a single pen or pencil. And right now I live here, as you know, I live in Denmark, and I don't think I would buy anything from the US right now, and that's where I can get them. But I will try to see if I can buy them in perhaps in Germany, or yeah, I'm not so keen on buying anything in England or in the UK either, because they also put taxes on. It's a strange world we're living in right now. It's a scary, strange world. So here it is, day 85. So take care, and I will see you tomorrow for another one. Good morning, and welcome to day 86. I've been up early here and already made my collage for today. I don't know if I can say there's a difference between this one and the Stabilo oil. Perhaps the Stabilo oil is a little more black, but I think I would have to test them, and not just by looking at this collage here. But it ended up quite nice, I think. I like this one. So take care, and I'll see you tomorrow again. Bye bye. Hi. So I have already made this day's little collage here, and day and it is the 20th of May. And I think it is okay with this paper as long as I don't put more than this small stripe in somewhere in my collage, because more of it I don't think I would like. But it's a simple one, this one here. And again, the black line here with my new Derwent. No, that's not this one here. So I think it looks quite fine. It does something because I haven't torn the edges on this paper here, so it looks a little different than the others because they often have torn edges. But yeah, I will keep on with these papers here for the rest of the week. So bye for now and see you tomorrow. Hi and welcome to day 88 here, and it is the 21th of May. And you can see here I have all these leftovers from the other days, so let us see if I can come up with something where I use these bits and bobs here. Perhaps I think I would see if I can have this turquoise paper going down in the middle and do something on every side of it. Yeah, I think it needs bigger pieces of paper. So. This one, that is too small, and also I think it is too much the same here, so perhaps this is better this way, here, and then a bigger piece of this up here. Like that. Yeah, that looks fine. And then the question will be where to put the gold things. But perhaps I can put a couple of smaller ones on. I think I will start gluing this down here and see how that looks, and then figure out where to put my gold things on. So this is the last piece I will be gluing on, and then these at the top are the first ones and these are the second ones. You don't need to see me gluing these down. I have shown you in the beginning of the video how I do it. So I will be back when I have glued them down. So done with the gluing, and I will cut it clean. Then it is much easier to see where to place the special paper. So away with these small things there. And I think this was the way I made it. And I really like this one. I don't know why, but I do. Yeah, let us see, I have this here. I could put one there and let it like it went under, so it come up there. Or perhaps I could put 3 small ones down here. No, I think the other thing looked nice, so I will go for that. oops, you have a few seconds where you can slide around with it. I will save them, perhaps they will be handy later. And I think I will give that a little more black there and there. And go for a black line here. There, and maybe give it a little more there. The yellow one there. Just to give it a little help. So there was black here on my pencil. Well, not my pencil, my brush. I thought I had stopped that joke by calling my brushes pencils, but there I went again. And then the black line here. Just a little extra oomph here. I think this is my favorite so far here in this week, even though I think it is a strange thing. We always want to say which one we like best and which one is our favorite. But it must be a very human thing, because many people tells me which one they like most of if I'm making several things, and that is quite okay with me. I don't mind, but I find it a little funny. Week 13 and day 88, the 88 and the 21st of May 2025. That was a nice one, I think. I really like this one here. Yeah, so it happens sometimes. But I will be on with other things here for the rest of my day, so I will see you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now. Good morning, and welcome to day 89. It is the 22nd of May, and I have already been up and made my collages, and it is a quite strange one, I think. I think there went a little patchwork pattern in it here, like a log cabin, but then I had put these 2 strips on there, so yeah, I don't know if it's very good or what I shall mean about it, but perhaps if I highlight the square all the way here, it would look like it's a hole in, looking inside something. I don't know, but let us try. Yeah, perhaps that was a little better, but not much. Yeah, you can't win every day, and I don't know if there's a limit for how different you can put your papers when you do it like I do, but that would be something to look for when I'm placing all my 100 days for a picture, to see if there are some of them who are exactly the same, just with as a positioned, and the composition will be the same, and the papers just differently. Yeah, you never know, but this is it. So take care, and I will be here again tomorrow. Oh, my time is flying. It is already day 90 and only 10 more days to go. I can't believe it. I have done it nearly again. Yeah, I must be a little crazy to do this 100-day project. I have done it so many times, but yeah, I like it. And I like this one. It is quite simple, but thinking about it, when I look at all the 7 days in a week, when I look at the 7 collages, I nearly always think the first one I made is the one I like at least. And maybe it's because I am getting new papers and I shall find my way with these papers, because somehow I think they get better and better through the week. But yeah, I don't know if it is so, but I just keep thinking I have had this thought that the first one in the week always is the one I like it, but I don't like it so much as some of the others. But yeah. But day 90 has gone, so tomorrow will be the last one in this week. So that will see what I can come up with there of exciting things. So see you tomorrow, or vi ses I morgen, as we say in Danish. Good morning, and welcome to day 91 here in my 100-day project. These 3 small pieces are all I have left of these papers, and then there's a lot of the turquoise one left, and then I have all these small bits and bobs here. And I think I will see if I can do something with all these small pieces. I know there will be a lot of gluing, but let us see. And I can always tear some of these up to smaller pieces also if I think I missed something. But I will just find a paper here to go for. And I don't know if I want to have a turquoise bigger piece, or the turquoise is going to be as small pieces as the other one. But yeah, I think I want a bigger piece of this, but I can always change my mind. So if we say this is going to be there and all the rest is going to be small pieces, and I know I have a lot of white edges on some of them, but I will take care of that later. I will go for that. If I don't like that big piece up there, I can always put something smaller over it. And where is my glue stick? Here it is. This will really be like we can call a patchwork of leftovers, just with papers and not fabric. So that was too small. This will be a puzzle. And I'll just pick one up and see where I can place it, and don't think so much about composition. But perhaps more about if it fits. So it's totally random take a strip of this here, like that. So they ain't the same sizes, all of them. There. Yeah. That is funny, this way here. If I wasn't filming, I could have chosen to close my eyes and just pick the paper and see what would happen. That is turquoise, away with that. Do I have a long skinny one here for down here? Yeah. I think this one is better. It's a little bigger. Some of them have straight edges and some of them has torn edges. And I don't mind in this case here. Yeah, perhaps I do. I think it looks strange. Yeah. So I will just see if I can manipulate it a little there, so it doesn't look that straight. There. That is quite funny, this one here. It looks quite funny. Perhaps we can put this on down here, this longer strip. That is really what we can call designed by accident, this one here. See, I can get rid of the white edges there. It seems like no matter how many leftover pieces I use, there are always something left. So I have boxes of scraps. What can we put in there? This one here. There. And that one there. Yeah. That is a crazy one, this one here. I will cut it clean so we can see how it looks. That's a funny one. Quite different than the other ones. So my gold strip. I think I would put it there where it is divided anyhow. There. That's the funky one. And I think I managed to get rid of most of the white edges. There are a few, but they are ones I can live with. And then it's $100 question is, do I want any black lines anywhere? To highlight this square here, or yeah, let us go for that. Remember to put the lid on my glue so it won't dry out on me till tomorrow. I think I will see if I can buy me a water brush with a finer tip, perhaps than this one here. Yeah. Sorry. I'm fine, but it sounds awful. Yeah, and perhaps we can also highlight these black areas here. So they would be a little more in your face there. I think that is a funny one. If it's pretty, I don't know. Tell me what you think. This is what we in Danish would call it restegilde. And I think if I translate it, we will call it a leftover party. A party where people can come with their leftover foods and everybody brings something to the table, what they have in their refrigerator of leftovers. And that is such a kind of collage here, I think. Yeah, so I will write on the back week 13 and day 91 and the 24th of May 2025. May, June, July. 7 months to Christmas, is if anybody wants to know. I will take some close-ups at all of them, line them up on the white background so we can see them a little better in the very messy table here. So I will be back.